Is my mic working? Hello. Hey everyone, welcome in. I feel like it just didn't work for a second at the start. Maybe it was just warming up. It was waking up. It was on 14, 15 feels about right. I have my chat size so big because I'm quite far from the screen. I'm like a good like 1 meter away from the screen, I would say. I sit kind of far back. Otherwise I can't read the chat. But yeah, I think that's a different issue. The boomer text. I'm pretty sure I have it on the max size. I could be wrong. Where are the chat? Yeah, I have it on the max size. Everyone put it on the max size and let me know how you like it. And welcome in Draconian. How's everyone doing this weekend? It is weather update. It is kind of overcast. It's a lot colder. It's not like cold, but it's cold enough that I don't need to have my windows open, which is nice. But yeah, I think it's supposed to just rain. Wait, sorry, I'll open my camera. That's not correct. I think it's just supposed to rain. Okay, apparently there's just one day that's really hot, and then everything else is just like kind of medium colder temperature. And welcome in, Jimmy. Giddy up! Am I being like a cowboy or what? Yeah, what's everyone up to this weekend? I don't think I have too much. I feel like the weeks just fly by, you know? Like I look back and I'm like, oh, it doesn't seem that busy, but then in the moment it feels like every day just goes by very quickly. It's been raining for a week. At times the rain is so loud you have to turn your speaker volume up. Oh my god, that is very loud. Do you even have like a roof above? Like obviously you have a roof above you, but like is the rain hitting directly above you? Because like in my case there's like another floor above me, you know? So I can't hear the rain in that regard. But the wind, when it's windy, it just like blows through the condo somehow and it's like so loud. I don't know I guess it's like the vents or something like that. It's like extremely noisy when it's really windy. You guys have roofs? No, it's like when it rains most of the time we just use umbrellas. The roof part it just whips into the windows and stuff. Oh yeah, I mean I have like overhangs, so I don't think if it reaches the window then it's pretty windy. If the rain is hitting the window. Yeah, I think yeah, I feel like sometimes it's very comforting. Sometimes I can't even tell when it's raining though, because I do live in a high rise and it's like pretty isolated. I can really only hear the wind, and the wind is just crazy. I'm always like, what is that noise? But it's just yeah. Sometimes I think there must be like vents going out, right? Because like you need air. I think they're like dryer vents, something like that. And thanks for the 195 streams straight. That is insane. You think they give you more channel points for that, right? Like, I think it just caps out. I don't know how many channel points you get per streak, right? But I think it's just like there's not that many. I think it used to tell you like where you get it. Oh, here. Grow a watch streak up to 450. So yeah, I think it maxes out pretty early on. It's crazy that there's been 195 streams. I guess so. I mean, I haven't taken that much time off this year, so that's probably why. It's like, I just took time off in April and again over the holidays. That was last year. That was last year, so it doesn't count. So honestly, I've been very consistent streaming this year. So there probably has been a good amount of streams. 3 streams a week for how many weeks there are in a year. That's enough. That's enough. I still have not planned my Japan trip. I saved so many vacation days, so I'm like trying to figure out when to go. But honestly, there's some pretty good deals right now on flights. So I was like trying to ask my mom, but it's hard to plan it out. Have you been outside recently? Yes, I've been going to the office on Thursdays. I went to the okay. Well, I say I've been going to the office on Thursdays. I went twice. I went 3 weeks ago, and I went this week because I went 3 weeks ago, and then like the week after I had an appointment, so I couldn't go. And then the week after that, my coworker was like, "Oh, I have to wait for a delivery, so I'm just gonna stay home." And I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna go if you're not there." So I just stayed at home as well. So I showed up again. Everyone's like, "Whoa, you're back." You're poor in channel points? There's no way. Go cross country skiing in Sapporo? No, thank you. I would love to go to Sapporo, but I'm not cross country skiing. And welcome in Ratzi. You can't get into your Apple account for 3 days. Guess I missed Monday for work now since I can't authenticate your login. Why can't you get in? What did you do? Did you insult Steve Jobs himself? Like, are you banned? You just forgot your password. I don't know. But yeah, if I got locked out of my, you forgot your password in your phone, bro. Oh no. Okay, that's why I actually set up like, like instead of like two-factor authentication on Apple devices, you just have to get a different Apple device and like say that like yes, this is my phone, right? Which is I guess kind of weird on their part because it's like, oh, you better own multiple Apple devices. I'm sure there's a different way to do multi-factor, but like that's like the main way, right? So then I set up like my family as like recovery contacts. So like if you lose your phone and you like need to like if you need to like like authenticate via your phone, you can use your family member. So you should set that up next time. Or if you just switch to Android, yeah. I mean, it's very secure to be fair. It's just a bit annoying if you lose your phone. And after I almost lost my phone right after I got it, I set it up. Did you get heartbroken over something parasocial and check it in a lake? Did Sakura announce that she has a boyfriend? And welcome in, Angel. How are you? It's I recommend. Yeah, I recommend like not breaking your phone and also also having like a backup method. Yeah, I feel like iPhones are very secure, but sometimes they're too secure that like for example, I get a lot of problems with like like there's like the iCloud private relay functionality. That one, Google hates it. They're like, we cannot steal your data if you have this like VPN like thing on. To like, please turn it off. And then every time I would Google something, they would make me do a CAPTCHA like every time. And I was like, I got so annoyed. I switched to DuckDuckGo, even though I don't really like it that much. But at least they don't ask me to do a CAPTCHA every time I Google something. Angel's username color is killing your eyes with Ranker face. Mine looks normal. It looks the same as on this. Are the default settings like really strange? Because I don't think I've changed that much on Ranker face. Maybe you have on like readable colors or something. There should be like a setting. It might be a Twitch setting, right? Like on chat appearance. Oh, that's different. On chat appearance, there's like readable colors on or off. On the Twitch chat settings. You're gonna get a Google Pixel, but the iPhone 17s are so much better value. Are the 17s really expensive still? But I guess Pixels are expensive too, right? They have like a really nice camera. My coworkers were talking about the new iPhone. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. But apparently there's like a okay, I got ads for this, but there's like an iPhone Air. Yeah, there's an iPhone Air. And then they were complaining about it. Welcome in, Red. They were saying like, yes, it's really thin, but it like everything about it is worse aside from it being thin. Like they're like, oh, it's a worse speaker, less battery life, and worse camera. But for the same price as the Pro or like the Max or whatever it's called. That's just what the tech bros, my tech bro coworker said. So I cannot confirm or deny. Make your own opinion, but that's just what I was told. You love thin. I mean, it does sound nice. It does look really thin. I got the ad for it, and I was watching the ad, and it's like this. And welcome in, Kimmy. How are you? You're self-conscious because they're currently called no lifing. But I call it supporting. I'll call it supporting too. Thanks for the 55 stream streak, Angel. It's really hard to say stream streak. I feel like the words are too similar. Stream streak. I'll practice. I mean, I've had 195 times to practice it, and I have not mastered it. I want the white one, but can only order the other 3 colors. Everyone buying the white. Oh no. I mean, you're gonna put a case on it anyway, right? Because I think my phone is, I mean, I guess it's white. And I was like, I think I wanted like the pink one. Like there's like a rose gold one or whatever. And I was like, but then I was like, I'm gonna put a case on it, so whatever. Still weird. You'll get used to it. I think you just need to mess with the settings because mine looks normal. Of course, you're not gonna use a case. Never used a case in your life. You must not drop your phone as much as I do. Honestly, if that works for you, it works for you. If you just never drop your phone. I drop my phone about once a month. I can't wait to switch to the folding Google phone. Honestly, a folding phone does seem kind of nice, you know? I don't follow like the tech stuff, so like I have no idea. Like never in my life have I considered like, oh, the new like there's like 2 different types of people, right, when it comes to tech. It's like there's people who get tech because they think they like it, right? They think it's cool. And there's people who use technology just as like a means to an end. It's like, okay, I need a phone and I'm just gonna get like whatever best value phone is available right now. Like it doesn't really matter, you know? It's like either you get a new phone because a new one's coming out, or you get a new phone because like your old one's dying, you know? If I get a 7+ stream streak, Miju tells me to touch grass. That's true, but that's a special circumstance just for you. You don't use a case, you just get a new phone. Shush. And welcome in, Minu. Nice tat. I actually do have a tattoo on my eyebrows. So thank you. And welcome in, Fanny. How are you? 30 days to verify an account. Like, why can't I verify purchase on your account or literally anything else? I don't know, Ratsy. Maybe you shouldn't have lawnmowered your phone. Or you should, yeah, like I said, you should set up other contacts to be able to verify your account. I don't actually know how the Apple thing works. I think you need to have a phone. Like you need to have a phone to verify your other Apple device. I don't really get it. It's like 2-factor authentication, but like the authentication is at your phone, right? But I guess, honestly, these days I'd be so screwed if I lost my phone. What look did you go for on your eyebrows? Just the having eyebrows look. It's a good one. You're in the middle. Your laziness prevents me to go buy a new phone. You could get it delivered though. Lawnmower. I think Ratsy does have a riding lawnmower, no? So it is a lawnmobile. Because Ratsy's backyard is like the size of like Saskatchewan. Like at least your phone is well trimmed now. I mean, yeah, you won't have any grass growing on your phone. You do fell off the cup holder and died. You gotta secure it. You gotta you need to put a seatbelt on your phone. Yard big enough to host a K-pop concert for real. Or else you have to trim half of. Yeah, how long does it take you to mow your lawn? Do you mow that whole thing? Surely you just like hire someone to do it, right? That's like way too much. You might hire like a team of 30 people to mow that lawn, right? Or do you do it all yourself? That would take like days. And welcome in Noah, you're eating Tim Tam. Tim Tams are really good. Enjoy them. And welcome in Gundam, hope you're doing well. It's 1 hour to mow. Really? It seems like it would take longer. But maybe with the riding lawnmower, it's just like, it's just so efficient, it's so fast, right? Tim Tams are so good. Didn't you say that there was dark chocolate Tim Tams? I've never seen those. I've only ever seen like the normal chocolate, the milk chocolate, and like the caramel one. And the caramel one seemed way too sweet. If you don't murder your phone, yeah, there's a time loss when you lawnmower your phone. Was the lawnmower like completely fine? I guess so, right? Got 56 pulls, saved at the moment and rising. Nice. Quesadilla, welcome in, V. I don't think that's a Pokemon. No, P did get me with some food. I can't remember what food it was last time. It was chimichanga. That actually got me last time, but quesadilla is not gonna get me. You told Ricky the other day you might return to the flip phones. You got the third version Samsung released and it was really fun. It does look fun. I was honestly very convinced by the product placement in business proposal. Like she had that flip phone and I was like, oh, it does look kind of good. Lawnmower is fine. Case is in better condition than the phone. I don't know what that says about the case or the phone. I believe they're now on Flip 7 or something. It looks awesome. I mean, honestly, I would be happy with a smaller phone, you know? Like, I think already the phones are a little big. They're a little heavy. Although, I have an iPhone 13 and my family, my mom and my brother have an iPhone 11. And theirs are like twice as heavy as mine. And I'm like, oh, sucks for you. Your wrist must hurt. My wrist already hurt using my phone for a long time. But yeah, it's I think a smaller, especially one when if you could fold it up and it could fit, because like a lot of times it's like you're trying to fit it in your bag or like trying to fit it in your pocket, and you have like small girl pockets, you know, and it's like it's not like a small one would be good. Although she didn't know Mexican food, I just didn't know that one Mexican food. I feel like quesadilla is very very common. What Pokemon do you think is the most delicious? I'll say Bulbasaur because meat and onion. I feel like Bulbasaur does not look delicious. I think I would eat. I mean, like the obvious answer is like the cow Pokemons, right? Like it's like obviously it just tastes like beef. But some Pokemon are also just like vegetables. Like that would be fine too, right? Or I mean, obvious answer as well. Alchemy is just a cake, right? Like that would taste great, I'm sure. I don't know if it has like organs or if it's just a cake. Is Tim Tam a real Pokemon? Oh, for sure, yeah. Okay, you're going back to flip phones. I mean, it's like a different type of flip phone, no? It's not like the ones with the keypad. The case is like $20, so it says amazing value. I mean, yeah, the phone was probably $1,000 and it died to the lawnmower, but the case is completely fine. Is it a new shirt? No, I just don't wear it that much. You have big boy pockets? Well, you can get an iPhone Pro Max Gigantamax. Vanilla. Ooh, vanilla-ish. That's a good one as well. Corellon. No, I think you made that up. Not completely fine, not shredded. Is it usable? Why do they want your 13 Pro Max so badly? Who? Is someone trying to steal your phone? Welcome in, BBQ. You have a S23 Ultra now, and it's heavy. The flip feels lighter. Yeah, I feel like some phones are just very. I don't know. These days, like it hurts my wrist to use my phone for a long time. I'm not a big fan. I don't know anything about like. I barely know what number iPhone we're on. I don't know about other phones. I know there's like Google phones, Pixel phones, and then there's like the Samsung whatever. They just have weird numbers, you know? Vermilion. That's not it. That is not it. I still need to listen to Wendy's album. I'm really behind on albums though. Corellon is the god of the elves in D&D. Okay. Well, I didn't get tricked by that. I only know you can't use a god that's not in Baldur's Gate. If you said like I already forgot her name. I forgot everyone's name. Yeah. The one that Gail was dating, Gail's ex-girlfriend one, that one. If you said that one, I would have known. Okay, take care, Kimmy. Trade in value. Oh, they want to take your phone? Just say no, that's my phone. Just keep using your phone as long as you're happy with it. 17 Pro looks like a brick. Oh no, it must be like really big. I honestly I could not care less about new phones. You know, like I'm gonna use my phone until it's slow. Like until I notice that it's kind of slow. And then I'm just gonna get like the base model, you know? Like I don't have time for this Pro Max stuff, okay? I was just making that up. I didn't actually know that Pro Max was a real thing. I thought it was Pro or Max, but it's Pro Max. You're rocking the S8. Don't even know what that is. Sapphire. Guys, you're just saying random things. Shadow Heart. Yeah, if you said Shadow Heart, I think I would know that that's not a real Pokemon. I was looking for Halloween costumes. I saw a lot of Shadow Hearts. Um, he's kind of in Baldur's Gate. Corellon. There's too many guys in Baldur's Gate. I can barely. I have a hard time with fantasy names. I barely remembered like I can remember the names of the party, but like everyone else I've already forgot. That's your phone. Your phone is a brick, possibly. You want 13 mini. Wait, there's minis. Okay, this is minis, max, and then there's like mini, max, and then pro. But is there like pro mini, pro max? Honestly, I'd be down with the mini phone. That sounds good. You can choose to be a cleric of Corellon in Baldur's Gate, but you don't meet him. Oh, he's selectable. Honestly, I've never looked at that. I don't even know what. I guess Shadowheart is a cleric of Shar. I guess. And then you can change it later. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't follow the lore. I just follow their personalities, you know. I cannot deal with like fantasy names are so confusing, you know? Like for some reason, if it's like I think they're like purposefully really similar to each other a lot of the time too, right? And then there's like or they're like kind of close to a real name but like slightly off. And that always trips me up, you know? It took me like years to remember the names of the people in Lord of the Rings. And then like with Baldur's Gate, it just like drilled into me from like just playing it over and over, like watching it. Well, if you quiz me on like certain characters, I would fail in that. These are not like direct party members. That's okay. Yeah, I feel like my coworker was saying like, "Oh, my phone is so old, I need a new phone," but she has the same phone as me, and I thought my phone was pretty new. Like it's only a few years old, you know? I'm like, I feel like I usually use my phone for like at least 5 years. Like 5 years seems short, right? Like if the phone, like phones these days are like $1,000, right? Like I'm not gonna buy $1,000 phone like every 2 years, right? Like that seems like unnecessary. I feel like if that was necessary, that seems like a scam, right? So I just have not. I don't know. I feel like I just use like eventually the battery starts dying and then like it gets really slow and then at that point I'll start getting a new. I feel like at this point maybe I can like not use a phone when it's like completely dying. Because like before I would, but now I feel like you know I have a job. I can probably like you know afford to be a bit proactive with getting a new phone. But even then, it's like after 2 years, it's completely fine. You know. I looked it up last time, like um, like when I got my phone, but it was definitely like 3 or 4 years. It hasn't been that long. If you're running downstairs to call in the home phone again, you're gonna be in such great shape. When are you gonna get a new phone? Hopefully it wasn't too new. Like hopefully it was like an old phone that you could replace anyway, right? In 3 days, being phoneless for 3 days, that's a long time. You don't even have like a random old phone to use? It's the iPhone 13. That's ancient. Clearly it's ancient. Time for a new phone. And welcome in. Is it Levick? Or is that supposed to be an A? I'm terrible at reading those, but you'll buy the new. Are you trying to brainwash me? Are you Apple themselves? Your phone list for 4 days. It died yesterday morning at 10:02. Time of death 10:02. Wow. Um. Yeah, it's I never got the yeah. I've never been a tech guy. You know, like I feel like it's sometimes fun to buy like a new shiny like phone or like iPad or whatever. But like at the same time, like I don't really care. It doesn't bring me any joy. And it sucks because tech is very expensive, which maybe it's a good thing because like if I was really into tech, I'd probably spend a lot of money on it, right? Um, so I guess it's a good thing. But yeah, it's for me, I have to like really need it to spend that much money on it because it's like it's so expensive. I would still have an 8 plus if I could. Honestly, they were good size. Like it took actually, but although like these days like the full screen is kind of nice, but I did miss my. I think I had an iPhone 8 as well. Yeah, I think I missed it. Although it didn't really work. Like it didn't really function that well. But other than that, it's fine. I feel like we all have like some people like buying tech stuff, and some like everyone has like a thing, right? Like for me, I don't know. These are the things I spend most of my money on, like either traveling or like classes. Like my Pilates is very expensive. My singing lessons are very expensive. So I feel like that kind of makes up for it. But I'm glad I don't have a tech hobby. I do get asked about it a lot though, because like I work in tech, right? So people are like, "Oh, did you see the Apple presentation?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see that." So like people talk about that kind of stuff a lot, and I'm like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. And they're like, "Oh, like did you see they announced like Windows 12 or something?" And I'm like, "What?" I have no idea what you guys are talking about. It's okay. It's okay. I just smile and nod. I'm like, that's cool. New iPhone. And then if I ever need tech advice, I have a lot of people to ask. I got a tech copy is dumping money into their stock and not their product. I mean, at least you can get some returns, possibly. That could work. But yeah, welcome in, Spot. I don't do that. I have enough tech stock as it is. My tech hobby is selling my tech stock. But it's I know some people like to go in with the like Nvidia stock or whatever. Is that real? Windows 12? I don't think so. I think I just made it up. You're waiting for Steam OS. They're making like a full computer operating system. That'd be interesting. I don't know. I feel like Windows just came with my computer and that's what I use. Or maybe I installed it. I don't know. Your biggest stock money maker was AMD. Just be careful, man. Don't invest money you can't lose. But a lot of people have fun with that. I do not have fun with that. Selling my stock is like so stressful to me. Cause like I could never be a day trader. I could never be a day trader. It is so stressful. Like literally, like you're like watching and you're like, okay, I'm gonna sell it. And then like 5 minutes later, it like changes. You're like, oh my god, I that was like thousands of dollars. Like it just changed. Like so annoying. I just get like anxiety as well. So these days, I just check the price. If it's a good price, I just sell it immediately. I'm like, whatever. Like I'm not even gonna try and like I'll like look, but like at the same time, it's like it's a just it is what it is. It's still free, or it's at a discount or whatever. So it's not a big deal. Just sell it. You have tech stock too. I made you give me your old PC. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it's going up in value. I think it's only going down in value. My 2060 GPU. That's because you were dumb as a kid and thought AMD controlled x64. I have no idea what you were saying. Um, you're in for the long haul, so I spent my birthday money on, like when you were a kid. That's kind of cute. Like when you're a kid, you're like, I want to invest in stocks. Um, but yeah, just you know, hold it, and I'm sure it's gone up a lot. You don't know that comic books are up more than when they were released? That doesn't apply for everything though. Yeah, that's not how everything works. You saw a video and sorry, what? You saw a video on how to read a comic book? What does that mean? Is it like how to read? Like what's so difficult about reading a comic book? They're so flimsy, like how to hold it so you can read it properly? Oh, as a collector, how to handle it carefully. Oh. I was like, I don't think comic books are hard to read. Like, surely it's easier than like, if you can read the title of the video, you could probably read the comic book, you know? I see. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I guess that sounds so strange out of context. Can't read kpop. There's too many pictures. How will I? I thought maybe like I was thinking in my mind. I was like, is it like manga? Like, is it read from the like? It's a book like backwards. You know? I was like, maybe that's what they mean. Like, cause like Japanese books, like instead of opening like Western books, the binding is on the left, right? But in Japanese books, the binding is on the right. So maybe I was like, maybe that's what people are confused. But surely you'd figure it out pretty quickly. You're looking forward to hanging out with you in chat this morning, but you forgot to do oil change on your car. Have fun. Yeah. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun with your oil change. I'm sure it's a great time. Where are Japanese books like that? I don't know. I guess. I mean, most of the time they write left to right, but sometimes stuff is written top to bottom, right to left. Like a novel will be written like that. But like if you're just reading something online, it is written normally from like left to right. So I don't know. It's very inconsistent. It's like sometimes you're reading from this side of the book, sometimes you're reading from the other side of the book. Who knows? I think the book thing is always consistent. Kind of from top to bottom. Yeah, the traditional way of writing is top to bottom, right to left. But these days, a lot of people, like most things are written left to right. So it's like, yeah, I guess books are just old fashioned in that way. So I was like, maybe people need instructions on how to do that. But surely when they make like an English version of the manga, they would flip it, right? So people don't get confused. Don't ship the bolt. Angel, we've already established you should not be doing your own car stuff nor giving advice. We should, I mean, I guess you could do advice on what not to do, which I guess is what you're doing. You know, I'm just gonna keep taking it into the people who scam me, you know? Although I do have to do that because I'm still on warranty for 1 more year. And like they might void your warranty if you like try and do it yourself or like go somewhere else. They'll be like, "Oh, we don't have proof that you did it or whatever." So at this point it's just like I'm just gonna take it in for, I guess it's only like 2 more times. Stream an oil change. I have never changed the oil on my own car. But I feel like at that point it's like if you don't get at a dealership, they'll charge you like what, $50? Maybe 100 if they're like really fancy about it or like really scammy about it. But at that point I'm like, I'll just pay for them to do it, you know? It seems annoying. It's probably really easy. I understand it's probably really easy, but I hate like doing manual labor stuff, you know? I just like, even if it's like putting together IKEA furniture, I'm just like, this is so tiring. Like, how do people do this? How do people do this for a living? I screw in one screw and I'm like, man, my hands hurt. Like, I remember putting together this desk and all you have to do, I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 screws on each leg and you just have to screw them in. It's like that's literally the only thing the desk has to do. And then like I literally like my hands hurt so much, and I was like, is that possible? Like why? How could that happen? You know, should I have worn protective equipment to screw in these four screws? You know? Yeah. So luckily, everything is. All my furniture is built. I do want to get all new furniture when I move, though. I mean, like this desk is fine. Although I feel like I've taped a lot of things to the bottom, and then I keep like it keeps coming off, you know. So maybe I should just get a new. Cause like these IKEA desks are so cheap, right? Like you know the ones where like you just get the tabletop and then you buy the legs. So it's like the tabletop is like what 20-30 dollars Canadian, and then the legs were like $5 each. They were so cheap. So I honestly, it's like you could just. But I don't even know if it's like worth the cost of throwing it out. Did you hurt yourself building furniture? I don't think so. I mean, when I moved here, I made my desk, um, and which was like pretty simple. And my brother made the bed. He just did it by himself. So that was like basically the only thing I had to build. I think maybe the chairs you had to like attach the leg, but it was pretty straightforward. I don't have a lot of furniture, which is good. Yeah, these I do want to get on you because you guys know my sofa's like really messed up. Like it was really I could not find like small enough sofa because like my apartment is very small and like you can't fit like a full size couch in here. Like even like a normal size like from a furniture store like love seat with like two seats, it was like too big. So I the only one I could find was on Wayfair. And then like obviously Wayfair has like extremely questionable quality. It was like pretty cheap, but it was like extremely questionable quality. I'm pretty sure that the sofa arms are made out of cardboard because if you put any weight on it, it just breaks through. So like there's like holes in it, like under the fabric is covering obviously you can see, but like there's like holes underneath because like it literally cannot take any weight. Um, and like the stitches on the cushions are like unraveling. I'm like, it's I don't think it's a good. I think it just needs to be thrown away after this. Hopefully, if I move, there'll be space for a bigger and more comfy couch. Because honestly, it's like, what's the point of having this? I feel like this chair is infinitely more comfortable than the sofa, and that's probably not how it's meant to be. You know? I found your old iPod, 640 mega. What? Yeah, iPod only has Oh, so I was like, what? 6.8 gigabyte. Remember back in the day, like phones used to have like 8 gigabytes? I remember having like I think it was either 8 or 16 gigabyte phone. And like that's so small. These days, the smallest phone you can get is like 64, right? Honestly, I'm okay with that inflation, you know? Like 8 gigabytes these days would not hold anything. Like I feel like you could have like two apps on your phone for that storage, you know? I guess an annoying thing about iPhones too is like they don't even have you can't even put like external storage in it, right? So you have to like for me I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna use this much storage and then I just double it. Cause like I feel like I know I'll regret it if I don't. And it's like so much nicer just to have like the extra storage. And welcome in social. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I don't know how I ever survived on like a 16 gigabyte phone or like an 8 gigabyte phone. I guess back then apps had a lot less size. I don't even know. Cause like these days, even something like Instagram could take up like over a gigabyte, right? It like builds up the cache or whatever, and then suddenly it's like over a gigabyte, and you're like, why is Facebook Messenger taking up 2 gigabytes on my phone? Exercise is worse than doing dishes. uh, I guess so, yeah. I mean, doing dishes is probably faster. A 1 gigabyte hard drive in college was like 1 gigabyte. That's crazy. That's a lot of valuable real estate. I think my phone is 256, and that feels quite fine for my phone. Um, my iPad has like 500. I think I got like 512 on my iPad. I think I usually just try to double it. I'm just like whatever. And then I don't even have to worry about it. Your old iPod had like 16? Was that like 10 years ago? I had an iPad in ninth grade. So I think it was, yeah, like over 10 years ago now. Um, and I don't think it had 16. That seems too small. I don't remember. It was probably something like that. 16 megabyte of RAM and 486. What's 486? Was gone like in middle school. Damn. That's impressive. My work computer has 16 gigs of RAM. And then my coworker who just moved here, she got a new laptop assigned to her because like she couldn't just bring her own laptop with her, I guess. And they gave her a brand new one, and she has 48 gigabytes of RAM on her laptop, and it's like a really thin MacBook. I'm like, how? I'm like, what am I doing with 16? And I'm gonna ask my manager if I can get a new computer. Like, I don't know what the time frame is where they'll give you a new computer, but I looked at my computer and it says it was made in 2019, and that's like fairly old, right? I'm like, maybe they'll give me a new laptop. It has like the touch bar thingy on it, and it's like, oh, I hate it. I hate it, and it's like too big. I asked for like a really it's like a 15 inch, but now I'm like, I feel like I don't need that. I feel like I'd rather just have a smaller one. But I don't use monitors that much when I'm working. I'm kind of lazy. Even you're stuck with 640 kilobyte system memory and good old MS DOS. Wait, I remember learning about that in my class. Are these Macs? Yeah, they're Macs. Imagine getting a laptop for work. Couldn't be my work. I mean, my having a computer is pretty essential for my work. You just take the small one and plug it into the monitor. Yeah, I mean, I used to use a monitor with my work, but these days I don't, which is like kind of crazy. Um, like, what am I trying to say? Um, like a lot of like pretty much all my coworkers use a monitor and I don't. I'm just like, I'm fine on my small screen, nothing wrong with it. But with like streaming and stuff, I could not imagine having less than two monitors. I sometimes wish I had three. Gen Alphas can't imagine the power of command line prompts. I mean, I use command line for work. So Gen Alphas are, if they're into coding and stuff, they probably use it. Your iPod has free unblock me. Free unblock me. What? NHL app from 2010. Cribbage and solitaire. Damn. Wait, is it an iPod Touch? I guess so, right? If it has an NHL app. You have two monitors, and I think I need a third. Honestly, I feel that. I mean, I don't really have space on my desk for a third. I need to get like a mount, you know? But actually, people are always very shocked by this. My monitors cannot be, or one of them cannot be mounted. It's like such a low quality monitor that like it cannot be mounted. So if I were to get a mount, I need to get a new monitor, two new monitors. One to look at a file, one to look up something from that file, one for the document you're actually filling out. Yeah, three monitors. I can't remember. I had a like I had a stream where I was like, man, I wish I had three monitors, but I can't remember what it. I guess I was like doing some game or something like that. But these days, I guess I don't game much on stream, so it's not really necessary, I guess. You should get a 34-inch monitor. It's basically two monitors. That sounds way too big. I don't know. Like these days, I'm very frugal with my work computer. I just use the computer and nothing else. They gave me like a keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. And they were like, "Oh, do you need a monitor?" I'm like, I don't want to have a. It's just annoying because like, okay, one of my monitors, it's on a switch, and I think it's connected to my capture card. Like one of them is. So then I can like switch it between my capture card if I need to, and the other one is connected to the TV, so I can like put stuff on the TV. So then now it's like then I have to have an extra one and a cable for my work computer, and it's like These days I don't really bother. Now you need a fourth monitor for stream slash Netflix show running in the background. That's very important. That's very important. A 34-inch has Media Stream, Apple Chat support, Spotify up right now. That is 3 monitors in one. I'm not a huge fan of the ultra wide monitors though, because I feel like it's annoying. Like surely a lot of apps don't really support it. And then like even if you have like a game and something else on the side, it's like why does it need to be on one monitor? I feel like I could just have two, and then it'll be more like versatile. I don't know. You can still see some of your K-pop background. Very important. Surely you have enough like K-pop pictures on your walls, right? But yeah, I think like two monitors for me right now is plenty, but maybe one day I'll have three. But I feel like the third one would not get used that often. Yes, I have a second monitor. It's like 23-inch. I think that's my normal. My monitors right now are 23. I don't know. I have no idea. Everyone knows I have very terrible monitors. Cause like I when I got them, I'm pretty sure they're like the refresh rate is quite low. So they're not like super fast or anything like that. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't really like care that much, you know? Like I'm like, you know what? I can do my work, I can stream. Um Everything's kind of working for me, you know? I feel like there's nothing I really need to. I mean, obviously I want to get a new PC this year because I've my 2060 is kind of struggling these days. Especially with like streaming games. Like I feel like aside from Genshin, it's very like even like I couldn't even stream like Baldur's Gate. Like Baldur's Gate was crashing, it was super laggy. So like it really could not handle it. At this point, like even just the stream, I think takes up about like 50 or 60% of my GPU. So it's like you can't really do much with like the remaining 40% of the GPU, especially like it's kind of old, right? Um, so yeah, I will eventually get a new computer, but I just have not gotten around to it. And like it's not like I'm gonna play anything aside from Genshin, so it's probably fine, but um maybe one day. I don't know what I'm gonna have to play. I wanted to play Inzoi. That was a big thing as well, but I don't know how Inzoi is going. It's still in early access, but then some people started complaining that they're being like greedy or something, and I'm like, I'll have to look into that. But yeah, it's kind of restrictive because even Baldur's Gate without streaming, like Act 3 is a bit of a struggle. And then I was watching a stat play Act 3, and he had like literally no issues at all, and I was like, he was on like the ultra settings. I'm like, damn, must be nice. Must be nice. I had to like really turn everything down, for it to not completely lag. Which sometimes I feel like it's the game and not my computer, but at a certain point, it's like, well, I'd rather just it be able to handle everything, just future proof it. Yeah, Baldur's Gate really said a skill issue, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter that if it's laggy, but it is kind of annoying. But these days, you can play it on your iPad because I got the Nvidia GeForce subscription, so you can play Baldur's Gate on the iPad. But sometimes I guess the server connection is just like it gets because you're like streaming it. Once in a while, it just like starts lagging like crazy, and it's like that's really annoying. But that's not my fault. It's just the connection, I guess. But not really know what I can do about that. Yeah, it's not. I feel like it probably runs better on the whatever beefed up Nvidia computers they have on the servers than my computer. And then you could play Baldur's Gate wherever you can play it outside. You can play it in bed. You can play it at the gym. Baldur's Gate at the gym. Actually, one of my coworkers had a Steam Deck, and it was like way bigger than I thought it was. Like I'd never seen a Steam Deck in person, and it was really big. Like compared to the Switch, it was like 3 times bigger than the Switch. I was like, damn, it's not a very portable console, is it? You found the issue only took you 50 minutes. Wait, what was it? Was so long ago that I forgot what the issue was. What happened? But I'm glad. I'm glad you found it. Whatever it was. I went through so many things since then. But yeah, I was like a little bit interested in the Steam Deck before that, but seeing it now, I'm like, that's too big, you know? Right. The username colors and font size. That's back to normal. That's weird that the default is different than the Twitch default. Like, why would it be like that? Who knows? But yeah, it's I already feel like the existing Switch, that's like at the brink of what is like comfortable to just like hold for a long time and play handheld. So I feel like the Switch 2 is probably a little big. I was watching some reviews and stuff like that on the Switch too, because I was kind of curious. And a lot of people were saying like, oh, this isn't really like, I don't think the Switch 2 is really meant for to be like a family console or like a console for kids, right? Because like one, it's a little expensive, and two, people are like, yeah, it's gonna be a little big for kids, right? Like, I think the Switch 1 and the Switch Lite even are a good size for child hands. But people are like, oh yeah, the Switch 2 will probably be quite uncomfortable for kids to use handheld. Unless they're like older, like unless they're like in their teens, you know? But yeah, I think like in terms of the price of the console and like the features and the game that they're releasing, it does not seem like they're intending it for it to be like a family console, which is kind of interesting for Nintendo. Some extensions and settings for having compatibility issues. Ah, okay, that makes sense. What we've been talking about, we were talking about monitors. And then now I'm talking about the Steam Deck and Switch 2 and the size of them. But I think they're not really intending the Switch 2 to be like for families or for children. Cuz like the games there's no really like kids games, I guess, aside from Mario Kart. There's not like a lot of the stuff they're announcing and a lot of the stuff they're talking about is very much like games for adults, right? Where it's like there's like Cyberpunk and like Elden Ring and like Dusk Bloods and all that stuff. It's like it's not really for kids. I mean, maybe a kid is like breezing through Elden Ring. I don't know. Possibly. But yeah, I think unless there's like a really exclusive game that I can only play on Switch 2 and I like really want to play it, I have no desire to get a Switch 2. Cuz it's like I don't know if Dusk Bloods will be like Switch 2 exclusive or not, but yeah, I feel like I don't like I said, like I feel like I don't want to get a new tech thing. I want to get a new tech thing unless I need it, right? Like unless it's like the one I have like doesn't work for it. Like even if it like there's a certain point too. Like I feel like my level of like, oh, it doesn't run that well is like different than like someone who's like really into tech to be like, oh, I want it to run better, right? Because like for me, like unless it's like really noticeable, I am not that concerned about like the lag or like resolution or anything like that. That's like an exclusive Zelda game. I mean, if they made Breath of the Wild 3, um, if they made Breath of the Wild 3, then and it was like Switch 2 exclusive and it was really good, then I would get a Switch 2 for that, absolutely. She doesn't. She knows it goes out with. Yeah, if I ban M&Ms, we'd lose Ricky forever. But yeah, it's I think it would have to be something I really wanted, because at this point, I'm kind of off the Pokemon train. I still like Pokemon, like the creatures, and like I think they're cute. But the games, I feel like I cannot, in good faith, personally buy them. I find them pretty fun, but at the price and at the quality of the game, I just feel like it's not something I want to buy. And I didn't like Legends anyway to begin with. Like even putting aside any like quality issues with the game, I didn't actually like the idea of Legends and like the gameplay of Legends. And not to say that it's bad. I just like personally, I do not like, catching like a bunch of Pokemon and like that kind of stuff. I'm more into like, I like the gym battles and that kind of thing. I don't really care about collecting or like ticking boxes. Your SIM card died too. I mean, it's pretty easy to get a new one at least. You really gotta be careful on that lawnmower. But it won't be your phone number. Yeah, you can keep your phone number, surely. They can just port it over, right? Like when you get a new phone, you can get a new phone. You can get your same phone number. Unless you shredded your phone number. Will I have your pictures? I mean, did you back up your phone? Yeah, that has nothing to do with the SIM card. Yeah, it's yeah, like I said, I don't really have any desire to get a Switch 2 unless they release a game that I really want to play and it's exclusive. But at this point, I mean, honestly, at this point, I could see them making something exclusive, like I mean, not having the backwards compatibility. Um, but yeah, it's we'll see. We'll see. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel very jaded to Nintendo these days. I mean, I don't have any like nostalgia towards Nintendo really. I didn't really grow up playing Nintendo games or anything like that. Um, and like I did enjoy my time with the Switch. Like especially the early days, like where I was playing like Animal Crossing and Mario and Zelda and stuff like that. But since then, like I don't know. I think I got my money's worth out of the Switch, and now it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would play Mario Odyssey too for sure. I think Odyssey was very very fun. But like any spin-off Mario games, I'm not like super interested in because I played Mario 3D World and I didn't really like it that much. Um, I didn't like sometimes I play like a Mario game and it feels like too much, like it feels too young, I guess. Same with like Kirby. I've never been able to enjoy Kirby. I don't really like. I know a lot of people really like Kirby, but for me personally, I'm like, I find it kind of boring. Like I'm just like, I haven't really gotten the appeal. Cause like for me, there is some games where I'm like, oh, the gameplay is just fun, I enjoy it, but like I feel like there has to be something more. Did you know all the characters in Smash Bros are from other Nintendo games? Not all of them, right? But yeah, they're not all like first party Nintendo games, but they're all like Nintendo adjacent games. A lot of them. Yeah, that's kind of the point of the game. Isn't that the whole concept? Did you not know that? But yeah, I don't play Smash either. So I think when it comes to Nintendo games, it'd be like Odyssey 2, more Breath of the Wild. If they made a linear Zelda game, I don't think I'd play it. Like I didn't play what's that game called? Echoes of Wisdom. I don't think I'd play that. Um and yeah, it would have to be a Breath of the Wild style game for me to play it. And even after not liking Tears of the Kingdom as much, I think I would still play whatever sequel they put out. I think there's something. Okay, actually, if it was on the same map again, if they literally reused the map a third time, I don't think I would buy it. But surely they wouldn't do that, right? Like that would be crazy to reuse the map a third time. Like you do Breath of the Wild, you defeat Calamity Ganon, you do Tears of the Kingdom, you defeat Ganondorf, and then like they're like, oh no, he came back again. Like that would be too crazy, right? I don't know the story of a lot of these Zelda games, but surely he cannot come back a third time on the same timeline, right? I think that'd be a little too much. It would be kind of funny though. The Rogers guy at the store asked me yesterday who's on my shirt. You're wearing Yuki. Well, did he like it? But somehow he returned. He could. He could. Um, yeah. Honestly, if they made the map again, I would be like, I'm sick of this. What can they even add? Like, they have the depth. They have the Sky Islands. Where can you go? There's nowhere to in space. Like, I guess, but it's not even on Hyrule anymore. Maybe like a dark dimension. Isn't that what happened in Twilight Princess? Like, there's like a dark world. That's Deltarune. There's like a dark, like a mirror world or something. They could do that, or it could be like Mario Kart, where it's like the mirror map. We're off time to actually gym. Good luck with your workout. Same map, but mirror. Maybe upside down. That'd be crazy. It'd be called Zelda Wild of the Breath, and it's just Hyrule. It's upside down. It's inverted. Exercise is a scam. You got this. You got this. Pull through, man. Imagine doing the dishes. Pretend you're doing the dishes. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom was already 2 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? It was 2 years ago, right? It's been a little while since Tears of the Kingdom came out. I think it's 2 years ago. Read what I asked Ricky about. Your English typing skill is so good on your temp Apple account. You spell your 4-letter name wrong. Wrong value. And then space between letter 2 and 3. How do you spell your 4-letter name wrong? What was I saying? Wrong value. Val. How did you mess up so many things in that one sentence? Or 2 sentences? Yeah, it's been 2 years since the last. They'll probably take another like 5 years. No, it'll take a while. But then at the same time, it's like I still don't really understand why Tears of the Kingdom took so long, right? Like they took a really long time making Tears of the Kingdom, and especially when, like obviously they had to make a lot of new stuff. I understand that, but how could it take the same amount of time as it took to make Breath of the Wild? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And Breath of the Wild even went from Wii U to Switch, right? Ratsy, read your messages before sending. That is a great life advice. Read your messages before sending them. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. Although the think about what you're going to say before you say it is a bit slower, Like, it's like, if you're having like a live conversation, there might not be time to think about what you're going to say. Otherwise, like, it would be a really slow going conversation. You ask like, "Oh, hello, how was your day?" And then they're like, pause, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm doing good." Maybe not for every conversation. Maybe if it's a very important thing to say. Thinking is overrated. It's tough. It's tough. Time out. Give me 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Just press the pause button. It's so easy, right? I mean, sometimes it's good to think of what you're gonna say. Sometimes it doesn't really matter. Do you then think, unless it's zooming on a lawnmower down a bumpy hill? How fast were you going, man? Were you speeding on the lawnmower? Maybe that's why. Just be careful. Just be careful. At least it was your phone and not an injury, Fast as it could go. I was rushing. Well, it takes an hour anyway, man. Yeah, maybe go slower. Maybe go slower. Drive slowly. Yeah, I'm just going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy. Speaking of Twilight Princess, enjoy the Malamart. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You're gonna get food. Enjoy your food. So it's gonna be enjoy Twilight, like the vampire movie. I mean, if you watch it really fast, I guess you could watch Twilight during my bathroom break, but it might be tough. um, yeah, I'm back. How is everyone? I do have Pilates today, and I realized I didn't do any of my practice. Now that I even think about it, I don't even remember what she asked me to practice. So I'll just pretend I did it. She'll be like, "Oh, did you do the thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did it every day. Don't worry." I don't remember what it was. Maybe there wasn't anything this week. I think she said something, but I literally I cannot remember. She said something about like you have like the band, like the little band, the stretchy thingy that they use, and I'm like, what was I supposed to do with that? I don't even know. I'll just pretend I didn't. um, some weeks I'm very good about doing Pilates in between. Usually I'm like, depending on what we do, I can be sore for like Sunday and Monday. But then by like Tuesday, and like afterwards, it's like kind of fine. But I'm also kind of scared to work out on Friday, you know? Because like, what if I'm sore the next day, and then she makes me do more, you know? Like, what if I do an ab workout and then she makes me do like a million ab workouts on Saturday? You know, like I feel like that's it's a bit risky. It's already hard enough, you know. But I do need to practice more in between sessions for sure. And I also like don't tell my singing teacher, but I do not practice. Sometimes I do, but like I very rarely practice in between my singing lessons. Um, and yeah, but she's never said anything. She's always like, "Oh, you're doing great," like, and we're improving very well. And I'm like, "Great." Maybe I don't need that much practice, but surely for any like musical thing, you should practice in between. You know, when I was a kid, like my mom would like make me practice, right? But for band, I never practiced, you know? I don't think anyone I knew did, right? Like who practices for high school? I mean, some people do. Some people are try harding, but I never did. And surely my band teacher knew that because my instrument was at school like the whole year. Like I never brought it home. Did you say practice burning bridges? No. Why would I practice? Does that make sense? I just said I don't practice between singing lessons. There's nothing said about burning bridges. Um yeah, I really should practice because I looked up online. I was like, should you practice between singing lessons? Everyone's like, there's no point in doing it if you don't practice. I'm like, oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, but I swear, like, the week goes by so quickly. I have my singing lesson on Monday. On Tuesday, I go to my mom's house. On Wednesday, I stream Genshin. And then on Thursday, I go to work. And I don't get home till like 6 something. You know, it's tough. And then and I guess I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to practice if I want to. But like, and I guess I could practice like after stream on Wednesday. I guess I could. But I just don't. But I probably should start. Maybe I'll improve very quickly if I do. A lot of the stuff I learn at singing lesson, it's not necessarily like something I have to like it's not necessarily something I have to practice to learn how to do. It's more like breaking a habit that I have and I know how to do the alternative thing. I just don't, right? And it's more I guess the practice would help me like do it automatically. Um but it's I mean if singing in the car counts then I guess I'm practicing. And welcome in Chikano. Good morning. How are you? Are you gonna play 2X2XKO? I listened to the song, it's pretty good. I'm guessing it's like the title screen song or something. I don't know what a main theme song of a fighting game entails. I guess does it play during the game? I don't know. That'd be cool. It's a very exciting collaboration. If you guys didn't know, the League of Legends fighting game 2XKO um the main theme song, Polyphia wrote it and performed it. You don't do that, but it's cool. Polyphia made the song. I thought you would. I thought you would. You'd be convinced now that Polyphia's in it. Shirley, what if you meet Tim Henson on the rank ladder? And welcome in Big. How are you? A lot of people across the fighting game community DM me and say they got 2x KO codes and asked if I want one. I said, nah, take one. Take one. I mean, I don't really care about playing it in like early access or whatever, but I might try it out when it comes out for real for the general public. I can't remember what the champions are. I think there's some cool ones. 2x KO champions characters. Are they called characters? They're called champions. All 2x KO characters. Blitzcrank, Vi, Jinx, Braum, Ari, Darius, Echo, Yasuo, and Alawi. I mean, surely Chikana would play Yasuo because he's a weeb. Samurai boy. It's a Street Fighter enjoy when it comes to fighting games. But you don't know till you try. What if you try it and it's like so much better than Street Fighter? Ari is pretty cute. I like Jinx and Vi. Who would I would probably play Echo. I'm a big fan of Echo. I think he's really cool. And I can't really play him in League because I think he's too hard on League. Yeah, I probably would go for that. I think Vi and Jinx are cool. I think Vi fits very well. Fiora is cute. I wouldn't say cute. She's not like the cutesy type. You played pretty much any and every fighting game you can imagine since the 90s. I have a pretty good idea. It's not your cup of tea. Oh, you played a lot. Damn. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Cho'Gath and Kai'Sa. I don't think they're on here. I'm sure they would add Kai'Sa though. Kai'Sa's so popular. I don't know what their criteria is for these champions that they chose. But I feel like Blitzcrank would be annoying, right? Because like he has like a hook. He has a hook that comes out and he like grabs people and pulls them in. Are we not talking about League? We're talking about 2x KO, the fighting game that's made by League. Riot. Just not weeby enough for you. League is pretty weeby these days. Honestly, League has gotten, in the last years, League has gotten pretty anime. Like literally one of the guys is Yasuo. Okay, Yasuo is like guy with katana. Okay? That's pretty weeby. You're dealing with Discord, Apple, and 2 streams right now. Too much brain power is required. That is a lot, yeah. I guess the rest of them aren't that weeby, but just Yasuo. I'm more of a Yone guy myself, but I'm not a big fan of Yasuo. Yone is cooler. He has 2 swords. And he's dead. And that's pretty edgy. He's a dead guy. He came back or something. I don't know. I think he's like a spirit. He's actually might be like a demon hunter. I think it's actually what he is. If I remember the lore correctly. It's very edgy. Yasuo had to kill his brother, or they got in a fight and he killed Yone. And then Yone comes back. And now he's like a demon hunter from the dead. I don't know. He was really the original K-pop demon hunter. I don't know if he's in any other K-pop group. I don't think he is, but he could be. He could be. And then he would finally be a K-pop demon hunter. Yone's K-pop. Yeah, he's a hunter. He's a hunter. He's an anime demon hunter, I guess. There's a premiere tourney going on over the weekend in France. Premiere tournament, like for 2x KO. I'm sure it's gonna be very popular in the. I'm sure they put that in mind, right? Like so they can have like tournaments and stuff. Cause like League is very esports oriented, right? So I'm sure they took that into consideration. I'm sure they pay big bucks to the top fighting game players to play 2x KO. No. Oh, for Street Fighter. But I'm sure they'll have a 2XKO tournament. Where's the Coney gonna talk World Cup qualifiers? Oh no. My coworker's like really into the World Cup, but she was like, "Oh no, I gotta sign up like yesterday," and then she was telling me like she's like, "I'm gonna sign up for every like you can sign up for like the lottery to get the tickets, right? It seems like they do a lottery from the end of September all the way through October to get tickets." And she said, "I'm going to sign up for every Canadian and American date. Like even like Miami and like Texas." She was like, "I'm going to go." And I'm like, "Really? You're going to go? You're going to fly to Texas to watch the World Cup?" And she's like, "Hell yeah." So that's what people are up to, I guess. And I found out you buy tickets to the World Cup, but you don't know what game you're gonna watch. Like you just buy a ticket and you don't even know what teams are gonna play. That's so weird, right? This one say 11-1. No way. Um, you don't really pay attention to the qualifiers outside of Norway, but it would have been nice if Italy had bottled it. What does bottled it mean? Does that mean win or lose? Bottled it. Like bottled up the win. I'm gonna guess win. But bottled it could also mean like it just like really screwed up. I don't know. No, I'm gonna go with win. I'm gonna go with win. But yeah, apparently I think it'll be like a. It means you mess it up. Why? Is putting something in a bottle that bad? That seems like a good thing. I don't know. Like I got the win in the bottle, like in the bag. um, yeah, it's I haven't been following it. I just know that there's gonna be a few games here, and we don't know who's gonna play. But it could be. I mean, it's most likely Canada, but it could be. She was showing me these tickets, and she was like, "Oh, you could, um, like, she was like, oh, like you could sign, you can get a pass for, like, you get a pass for like a certain team, right? So you can be like, oh, she showed me the Japan pass, and she was like, oh, you get a Japan pass, and it was 1,600, or no, 2,600 US dollars, and then I was like, wait, so like they could be playing anywhere, right? So like, you you get the tickets to all these games for like 2,600 US dollars, but then you have to fly to all the games, right? Because they're not all gonna be in one spot. So you're gonna fly all across America. You're gonna fly to Mexico. You're gonna fly to Canada, and you're gonna to watch all these games. Like that's crazy. I think it comes from rhyming slang. Bottle. What does that rhyme with? Bottle it. Throttle it. I don't know. You're a rap, apparently. Apparently, in slang. Um, Maybe should be a sports broadcaster. No one has this game in the bottle. They That's true. That could be me. That could be me. It was Israel, so I was really conflicted on who I wanted to win it against. Italy. Italy versus Israel. Coddle it. That doesn't seem like that's losing. Coddle it. They got far. I want to hear Zirconian's rap. Yeah, it's I haven't really been following, but it would be cool to go to a game. I don't know how much a ticket costs. They haven't really released this information. But if it's like a if it's like, my coworker was saying it's probably gonna be like, for like the worst seats, it might be like $200. And I'm like, I guess it'd be cool to see the World Cup, but I don't know. And the fact that you don't even know what team it is sad too. Like, what if I go to the game, it's some like random team? So like, I'm like, do I care who wins? Like, I want to see Canada at least. I want to see Canada or Japan. Rhyming slang is that you take a two-word thing where the second word rhymes with something, and then you say the first word. So bottle, you take a two-word thing. So bottle and glass rhymed with R's. Uh, what? Where'd the glass come from? Um, Norway coddled Italy. Now they bottled them. That's crazy. You know what? I don't understand this slang, but I will add that to my mental vocabulary so next time someone says bottle it, I will know. But sometimes I just guess. You know, sometimes people like that one I could not guess. I could not get like a negative or positive connotation from that either way. Have a butcher's means have a look because butcher's hook equals look. What the heck is a butcher's hook? I feel like there's there's like I would understand if it was like have a butcher's hook. But like you're I feel like they're just adding an association there that's not there. You know? Cuz like why would you associate butcher with hook? Cuz I might say like knife or like butcher's meat. Butcher's shop. I don't know. Um just learn Cockney. Sure. I don't think I'll. I don't. Yeah. I don't think. I don't get. It. Fundamentally disagree. Mita's inability to understand Cockney rhyming slang leads me to believe she's a copper. Okay. Copper. Okay. Okay. Let me make an association. Copper pan, which means I'm a man. Oh, that's what you meant, right? Men cannot understand Cockney rhyming. Sorry, I was my brain only went to my brain only went to Stardew Valley Copper Pan. um, Copper is just a it wasn't a rhyming one. Shoot. Slang has some deep lore. Apparently, like this seems like a weird word game, you know? Um, Canadian Cockney is the most tricky of all. It's tough. It's tough. A welcome in travel. I ran into copper like the metal. I thought it was another association, so I was trying to think what would go with copper. Dog is phone because phone rhymes with bone. That's so stupid. I take issue with this. I take issue with this. That's stupid. Why say dog instead of phone? Phone is already quite short. Um, yeah, that is so weird. Ricky, you don't stand with this either, right? I don't agree with this. You're a master of slang. Did you know that? Okay, maybe the Conan can give you another one. And if you can guess it, then you can be the master of slang. They should get educate. I don't think it has to do with education. I think they're just being weird about it. Dog does not equal. I feel like dog. My issue is that it takes a bit of a mental leap. You know, it's like it's a bit of a stretch, right? It's like yeah, dog and bone go together, but like it's not an immediate. It's not like very clear, right? Gotta run to Rogers. Okay, be careful. What does septic mean? Okay, let's figure this out. Septic tank rhymes with uh septic tank septic um it means I don't know. Okay, maybe it's not septic tank. Maybe it's antiseptic. You know, like no. Does it have to be after? Does it have to be after someone who's garbage? That seems too obvious. It's probably something. I'm gonna guess something really silly. Um, an American person. Can you work it out? An American person? Septic, an American person. Septic. No, I don't get it. The whole point of Cockney rhyming slang was to have a secret language the police would understand. You know, it is very secret, yeah. You're always questioning Spanish slang and expressions while being an active user, so I don't understand the reason. But I do it anyway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of have to, right? I mean, a lot of times, like, you know, like sayings are always like, you know, like, oh, like I guess there's certain sayings that are like, oh, pot calling the kettle black, and it's like, what? Like, what? That makes no sense, right? But it's just like a part of. It's just part of like the vocabulary, right? Like people just know it. Subject tank. Tank rhymes with yank. What's yank? I don't get it. Even explain, I don't get it. A Yankee. Like the team? Or does Yankee mean American? The same way Canuck means Canadian? Could be, could be. That's really speaking in code. Yeah, that's like past slang. Cause like whenever Chicano says some slang, or like if someone in chat just says like a slang, like even if I've never heard it before, I can understand what they mean by it, right? But like when it comes to the code one, it's like it's so far removed that it's like unclear. Yankee means America. Oh, okay, okay. I see. I see. I didn't know that. If I had known that, I could have made the connection. You know? I think I'm getting the hang of it. I'll have to. It's more for like a British American. A British, like half British, half American. Could work. Yeah. I don't use that much slang. You guys know I don't use much slang in my day-to-day life. British American, like a dual citizen, perhaps. I don't think Chicanos can be Yank by definition. I don't know. I've never heard the word Yank or Yankee be used in anything other than the baseball team. I think I knew what a Yankee was before hearing the term American, at least the Spanish equivalent of it. Oh, okay, okay. Your middle name is Steve. You're a Yank. Oh no, Chicano, he got you. If someone is American, they're okay. They'd have to be like an American resident. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Doesn't apply to me. I'll just be a Canuck. That's fine. Don't be like I'm missing out. It's honestly, I don't know how. What was I even trying to say? Yeah, I just don't use that much slang. To say I'm American, that's good enough for me. You get the idea. They don't get to say I'm septic. Your mom's side has some British. Maybe I should try some beans on toast. You should. You should. It's actually not bad. But maybe skip the ketchup sandwich. Or the just a cheese sandwich, or the fries with the curry. I wouldn't try with those things. But the beans on toast, pretty good. Cause like it like can't be bad, right? Like it's just unless you hate beans, or you hate bread. But like who hates bread? It's a bit crazy. You're not gonna check their ID? I mean, I wouldn't check anyone's ID. I'm not like a border security. Your favorite rhyming slang is I haven't got a Scooby. Okay, let me figure this out. Scooby Doo? Scooby Snack? Scooby Doo. Haven't got a Scooby. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. Scooby Doo clue. That's gotta be it. It's not Scooby Snack. They don't know about those. In Sydney, there's an Americans visiting last week. Surely there's always some Americans in Sydney, no? It's a very popular travel destination. The sandwiches Glenn likes are a bit extreme for me. Yeah, the bacon and ketchup, man. That's a crazy sandwich. You're a real Londoner now. Thank you, thank you. I figured I get the idea now. Okay, I got the concept. I've cracked the. So the police couldn't figure this out. Is that it? They really couldn't figure it out? Surely they could figure it out if they guess, right? Like, are they just stupid? um, what's worse? They said to me, Sydney is just like Chicago. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Why is it just like Chicago? Bacon and ketchup sounds fire. It just sounds like a very empty sandwich. That's my issue with it. We've had this conversation. A sandwich should have at least 2 non-condiment ingredients, unless it's a grilled cheese sandwich. Like, just ham. No, I'm not saying it tastes bad. I'm just saying it's very empty. You know? Like, just ham, just cheese. Like, that's like, why bother? Why bother making sandwich? I'm pretty sure you have by accident. Maybe. Very beige food. Yeah, it's very much like, oh, I can't eat other foods and I can't eat vegetables, so I'm gonna have bacon and ketchup. You know? It's a very like, yeah, it's very beige food. Like my toast got some ketchup on it and I ate a piece of bacon. I've definitely done that. Yeah, that's happened to me. It's bacon, so it's greasy. Does the grease count? Grease is more like a condiment than an ingredient. You haven't been to Chicago, but they said Chicago has a lake and we have a harbor. I think that's different. No, yeah, you guys have like the ocean. You know? Also has a harbor. It's basically Vancouver has a harbor. It's basically Sydney. You know, but surely Vancouver is more similar to Sydney than Chicago. Maybe they've just never been anywhere else before, okay? Maybe they're from Chicago and they're like they've never seen a different place before and they're like, "Wow, there's water here, just like home." You know, they're confused. We also have an opera house on said harbor. Okay, we don't have an opera house, but we do have a convention center with like the sails like this. So it's kind of close. We have one out here called Friday Harbor, so it's basically Sydney on Fridays. Wow. Everything is just like Sydney, huh? That's crazy. You're pretty sure the Chicago beaches are world famous. Yeah, you know what they say, like go to Chicago for the beach vacation. Although to be fair, I have been to Chicago and the water is very nice. Like the water was so blue. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. It's a really big lake. It's like so big you can't see the other side. They don't call them Great Lakes for nothing. And welcome in, Maestro. How are you? You're Scandinavian, you look at Chicago and go, it looks a bit too cold for you. I went in like May. I went in like the spring. It wasn't that cold. It was actually quite warm. I'm sure it gets really cold in the winter though. It's so windy. They don't like for real. They don't call it Windy City for nothing. It was actually no. It was actually really cold during the baseball game. I've told this story many times, as you guys know. But we went to the baseball game in Chicago, and it was so cold at night. Everyone just went to the car. The bus, I mean. You're doing well. How's your Pilates going? It's going good, but I forgot to practice this week, so hopefully I don't die today. We've been doing glutes. I've been getting better at that. My skills were not good, but I've figured it out, okay? I'm getting there. You guys know my nemesis are like the glute bridges because I hate those. But I'm getting better at it. Getting better at it. I thought that lake would be freezing, but I wouldn't be used to Canada either. It is so cold to swim in the ocean here. I don't know why people do it. Like even in the middle of summer, it is way too cold. So yeah, I think coming from Australia, you would not enjoy the beaches here. Like it's not nice for the beaches. It's more like the ocean is nice and the mountains are nice. So we have like mountains and ocean. It looks very nice. But I wouldn't recommend swimming in the ocean. You wanna visit Chicago one day? Do it. It's just next door, no? It was nice. It was nice. At least you have still the Avju marked. Hopefully, hopefully. I need to do more Pilates in between. This week I just like it just got away from me, I guess. You guys jump into holes in the eye. That sounds awful. Here we actually have I think it's quite common everywhere. We have like the polar bear swim where people it's for charity. People will go into the ocean in the middle of winter. And I'm like, I could never. I could literally never. To be clear, in Vancouver, there's no swimming in the. No, people do swim. You can swim in the ocean. I'm just saying, for me personally, it's quite cold. Um, and for you, probably it'll be cold. But there's tons of swimming. There's lots of beaches where you can swim. And people do. People will be swimming like as soon as the temperature reaches like 15, 20 degrees. People will be swimming. I'm like, it's way too cold, guys. Don't go in the water. And they're in the water. They're in the water. But I think more than swimming, people are really into like kayaking, paddle boarding, that kind of stuff. That is it's very popular here. 15, it's cold. Yeah, I see people swimming in like May, and I'm like, it's too cold. It's too cold. It's mainly white folks out there doing that. Yeah, I guess they don't get cold easily. I don't know. The I mean, I was born here, but I get cold very easily. I don't know. More these days. I mean, I've talked about this a lot as well, but like ever since I started Pilates, I guess I converted. I'm not like super muscular or anything, but like I definitely converted some of my fat to muscle, and now I'm cold all the time. Like literally, like it could be like 20 degrees out, and it could be like I have a thermometer in my apartment, and sometimes it says like 27. I'm like, man, I'm cold. Like I don't know what it is inside the house. Like I just get cold very easily. I think I don't. So I don't know what happened. When I was a kid, I was not as cold, but maybe I'm just more iron deficient these days. I don't know. The crane jumped into ice, so definitely don't get cold easily, right? But that's the same guy who wants to move to Hawaii. I had a coworker who swam year round. That is insane. He must be very healthy. Must be nice to go to Southeast Asia. Lovely 30 all the time. I think it gets higher than that. It's like 30 at a normal time, and then like it might go up to like 40 something, you know? I think 30 is too warm. As a Canadian, 30 is too warm for me. Like I think a good 20 to 25 degrees is ideal. But I know people from different places have different cuz like for my relatives in Japan, they're from the south of Japan. So like for them like 10 degrees, 15 degrees is like really cold. They're like, if it gets like 10 degrees, they're like, man, it's winter. Like, we need to get our winter jackets on, you know? So it's very relative. And then like I'm just out there dying. I think it's too hot. Once summer wraps up, it's gonna be PSL season. Honestly, it's very fall like already, you know? I already saw some leaves changing. And it's like kind of cold this week, you know? It's not we don't really have like summer weather right now, you know? I don't like PSLs, but I like pumpkin things. Like I like pumpkin baked goods. I like pumpkin just straight up. And I like autumn flavored drinks that are not PSL. PSLs, I think they're just too sweet. And have you seen the syrup? As someone who worked at Starbucks, that syrup is like bright orange, like radioactive orange. Like it's just like a sludge. You like pump the sludge into the bottle and then you just like put the coffee on top. It is very I don't know how to describe it. It's like kind of like a thicker version of like a maple syrup and it's like bright orange. Like literally neon orange. It only gets to like plus 40 at the edge of the tropics, like here in Australia. I see, I see. But it's quite humid, right? In Southeast Asia, I think it's tough. But yeah, I've never been. I would love to go. I think these days I'd love to go to Thailand. Get some good food. In the wet season, it's humid. Yeah, yeah. I cannot deal. Humidity is so annoying. Definitely not good for me, but you love fiestas. I mean, in moderation. I'm sure it's completely fine. But they get so they're surely really expensive these days, right? Um, you've never been? No, I've never been. Yeah, I've never been to Southeast Asia. I've only ever been to in Asia. I've only been to Japan and Korea. But honestly, I've only been to Korea for like a few days. I mainly just go to Japan. Like for me, it's like if I go to Asia and I don't go to Japan, it feels kind of bad, you know? I'm like, well, I'm already here. I'd rather just see my family. Um, just go in the dry season. It's lovely. Yeah, yeah. I will not be going in the peak of summer, and it's I can't even handle Japan in the summer. I'm not able to handle Southeast Asia in the summer. So yeah, if I go one day. Um, what sort of anti-weeb hangs out in Japan and Korea? My family's in Japan, bro. So it's like if I'm going all the way, like if I'm going to like say like Vietnam, I'm like I feel like I could have just gone to Japan, you know? But I'm sure eventually I'll make my way there, but I just have not. And Japan's just good as well. Not biased at all, but Japan is pretty good. Like the food, um, like shopping there, all that stuff. But yeah, it's what was I even saying? I don't even know. Oh yeah, people swimming in the ocean when it's cold out. Don't agree with that. I don't think I've swum in the ocean since I was a kid. Cause like these days, I don't think I've even like swam in a pool for like many years, like at least 5 years since the last time I swam in a pool. Probably. I just like don't really bother. I don't know. You know what's hella good? Yakisoba. Yakisoba is pretty good. Besides Japan, it would be Thailand, Singapore, South Korea, and the Maldives. Is it Maldives or I always forget Maldives. Yeah, all good, all good. There's so many great places to visit. Since you were a kid, can you swim? I can swim. I can swim. I just have not swum in the ocean. Because like I said, the ocean here is way too cold. The last time, yeah, I cannot even remember the last time I swam in the ocean. I probably was like 12. I swam in a pool since then. I've definitely swam in a pool in the last 10 years. But I definitely can swim. I've been able to swim since I was a kid. After all this Pilates, I can swim. Why are you guys spreading lies? I said I haven't. I said I haven't swum. I haven't been to a pool, but I can swim. I took swimming lessons when I was a kid. I used to swim all the time throughout high school. My friend has a pool. Had a pool. Or she still has it, actually. She still has a pool. um, you've been to Maldives? No. Maestro was just talking about it. You need to comprehend. Ocean swimming is fun. In Hawaii, no sharks. What if there's sharks? It's too scary. I'm not a fan of ocean swimming because I don't like ocean creatures. I don't want them anywhere near me. Even if it's like a fish below me, I don't like that. By swim, you mean dog? Okay, enough with this slander, okay? I can swim normally. Forcing the bully. People are just making stuff up and then bullying me for it. Look, guys, let me clear the air. Let me clear the air. I can do all sorts of swimming, like front stroke, backstroke, butterfly. I've done all those things. Don't worry. You've never been snorkeling? No. I mean, I've never been to a tropical place. Like, the only ocean I've swam in is Vancouver. What ocean creatures don't you like? Like all of them. Pretty much all of them. Except, all of them, definitely. What about a crab? I don't want them near me IRL. I just want to eat them. Okay. You touched a dolphin once? Nice. Did it like what did it feel like? Did it feel like how you imagine? Because what I imagine a dolphin to feel like is like a like rubbery, you know? Means doing the butterfly with their freakishly long. I mean, Zirconian does say I have weird swimmer like long swimmer limbs. I haven't been using them to their fullest potential. I just think swimming is like you have to go out of your way to go swimming, right? Like actually, yeah. I mean, you have to go out of your way to go swimming. You have to get changed into swimming swimsuit, and then when you go in, your hair gets wet. You got covered in chlorine. It's a swimming pool, or at the beach, it would be all salty, right? And it's like, is that really what I want to go through? No. The creatures of our waters are mad creepy. Crabs and giant Pacific octopus. Oh no. You'd rather swim in the ocean than in a swimming hall. Really? But the swimming pool is much warmer. The skin really feels so slimy and rubbery. One time I touched a fin and they blew me water. Nice, nice. I've never. Yeah, I know you can like swim with dolphins at certain places. Salty, that ain't so bad. Yeah, but you still have to wash it off, you know? And like, it gets really it makes your hair really gross. The biggest octopus in the ocean are in the region. Ooh, really? How big are they? Turn them into takoyaki. Yes. The pool in our building is pretty good. Never had a problem. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I feel like swimming is something you have to like go out of your way to do, you know? And I just have not. Since when I was a kid, I would go swimming all the time. But as an adult now, I'm never like, oh, what should I do this weekend? I'll go to the pool, you know? Have you touched a sea turtle? No. You're a pool kind of person. No throat sore if you accidentally swallow some water, and no annoying sand. Don't swallow the water. True. Sand does suck. Because, like, when you get out of the water, your feet are wet, and then all the sand sticks to your feet. And it's like, what are you going to do, you know? That's annoying. But yeah, if I were to swim, I'd prefer the pool. 1, it's way warmer. 2, possibly cleaner. Maybe not if it's a public pool. Who knows? And yeah, it's mainly that. Sea turtles are cool. You look at Nemo. True. The guy. Crush. It's good exercise. Yeah, swimming is good exercise, and it's very low impact as well, which is a good thing as well. If you have like bad knees or something. But yeah, for me, it's like as an exercise, it's too much hassle, right? Like if I was gonna go swimming as a workout, it would just be like too much hassle. Because again, if you have long hair and it gets wet in the pool, it's like really annoying. Especially like if you like dyed your hair at any point, it's already quite damaged. It's already quite damaged, and chlorine is really makes your hair gross. Your dad was a diver when he was young. He was in the ocean every weekend. That sounds fun. But yeah, I just have not been swimming. I think I have a swimsuit, but I have not used it. You know, people fish for geoducks. What the hell is a geoduck? Sounds like a Pokemon. What could that be? They go to the bottom of the ocean and dig. What is that? Ducks? I don't think I would. It's their state shellfish. Oh, yeah, you can just like fish for shellfish and like crabs and stuff like that. We export most of them to Japan and China. I've literally never heard of this. Big money in geoduck fishing? I'm okay. I don't want to swim to the bottom of the ocean. It sounds gross. If you think about it, water is kind of like this big body of water. Hello, Dry. If you think about it, water is like water. What are you trying to say? That is true. That is true. Water is water. That is logically consistent. Geoduck is a huge clam. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, yeah, I like eating stuff that comes from the ocean. I don't necessarily like going in the ocean, you know? I never thought about it like that. That's what you're saying. That is so true. That is so true. That is so insightful. That's just now I think I can swim in the ocean. Cause I realized. Made you go snorkeling and basically be grocery shopping. True, true. I feel like time to go grocery shopping. I'm like, oh, that looks yummy. I'm just gonna grab a fish with my bare hands and make it into sashimi. Yeah, it's I've never been fishing either. Just work up a huge appetite after. I mean, honestly, swimming is very tiring, right? Like when you're a kid and you went swimming, don't you come out of the pool like really hungry? I always remember this. Um, like when I used to swim, I feel like it uses a lot more. It uses quite a bit of energy. So it is very good exercise. I just I just haven't done it. Okay. I definitely need. I always say this, but I definitely need to do more cardio. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I did any cardio. I gotta work on that in case I need to like run from like a spider or something or like a serial killer. You know, I'll just run. You're back. Roger's comment on your Lily shirt today. Wow, they're like, who is this weird guy wearing these random women on his shirt? You guys ever seen those bodies of water at the bottom of the ocean? How do you explain that? Sorry, what? Like water in water? Or like a hole in the water? When he swimed in pools, he only got hungry for pizza and nacho. A very specific appetite, I see. You gotta get those calories back. Run from a guy wearing an IU shirt, Blackpink bucket hat, and IU flat. Yeah, I would run. Water within water. Water and water. When you think about it, water and water is just like water and water. Like that's crazy. It's like a pool of water in the water. Isn't that just a hole? How does that make sense? Next, you'll notice oxygen in the air. Oh no. You're gonna give Dry an existential crisis. Oh no, you guys are so right. What do you think about it? She's not getting it. I don't get it. It's static water in the water. So it's more like, it's more dense? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Um, when I reset my Apple password, I should set it to something like Aussie's heart, honey, Donnie, Lily. That way, surely I'll forget 3 business days. You should not share your password to all of us. But now we know. If you ever want to hack Ratsy's accounts, go to his bank and type like I love Sakura and that you'll get in. You'll get in. You can have all the money. My brain's working overtime. Oh no. I'm sure scientists are coding can explain it. Maybe just Google it. Maybe it just appears that way, but it's not. I don't know. Or maybe it's like getting sucked in the water. Or you said it's still, right? Don't know. And welcome in, Young. How are you? Obviously, it's not that now. Okay. Well, there's only we have to guess every K-pop idol. Why would okay? I'm sure someone can explain. We need a marine biologist here. It's strange for you. It's strange. I hope it's not in a bad way, but you're okay. That's good. I'm doing good too. Do I look like Jacques Cousteau? We all know who that is. You know Jacques. Since you're in a crazy mood, can I mention an inexplicable dream I had? Sure. Jack Costco. Whoa. Is that the Costco? Uh, now we have to Google something else. We have to Google Jack Costco. We're the Costco guys. True. True. I went to Costco last week. Of course, we swim in bodies of water in the ocean. We swim in the water within, like, I'm like swimming in the ocean, and then I'm like, man, I don't like the ocean anymore. Let me go to the other water in the ocean. It's like a second pool, you know? You have a love and hate relationship with Jack Costco? What did he do to you? Did he revoke your was there not enough space in the parking lot? Like what happened? Did were Actually, Costco is very annoying because like every time you're going, like the people in there are like when it's busy, it's so annoying because like people will like stop in the middle of the aisle, and then like there'll be like traffic jams. I'm like, can we have like stoplights or something like in Costco? It's impossible to get through. Who's Jack Costco? A marine biologist and the founder of Costco, the store. You just hate going there, but love what they offer. I mean, Costco sucks to go there. I know a stat goes on the weekend. I'm like, that's crazy. Like going to Costco on the weekend is crazy business. Um, Dream was more complex than this, but I was working for someone, genuinely forgot what I had to do, tried to blame someone. But the people in the dream reminded me, and I realized they were right. You had a whole character arc in your dream. Damn. It's that must love crowds. He must love like not being able to find a parking space and like huge crowds of people and long lines at the checkout. Surely going to Costco on the weekends is the norm. I mean, I guess if you're working, you have to go during the weekend. But like, it's mayhem. Okay, it's Costco is crazy. Maybe Costco in Alberta is different. But like here, if you try to go on the weekend, it would be insane. It would be like Black Friday shopping. Costco on the weekend is an adult version of Chipotle after school. What? What are you saying? Of course there wouldn't be massive crowds there. I mean, yeah, it's a thing, right? Like, of course everyone's going on the weekend. That's why it's busy. If you're not going to Costco on your lunch break, what do you even do? Sometimes I do. But like my work is pretty flexible. I could just go to Costco and then like come back and then continue working. That's what I can't explain. How do I forget? But the characters in my dream remember too. Aren't they in your head too? Your brain is just writing like a screenplay. All these characters, they have their own motivations. They have their own part of your brain, you know? If you go to Costco and don't get a chicken bacon and actually finish shopping the rotisserie chicken. I mean, yeah, but like you don't need to get it every time. You never been to Costco? You gotta try it once. You gotta try it. Um, Walmart. I do like Walmart as well. Trader Joe's? Yeah, okay, we don't have Trader Joe's here, so I cannot be a Trader Joe's gang. But yeah, you need to be from a Costco family, right? Because like you need a membership. The sandwich. Chicken bake sandwich. Is that from the food court? If you're American, American food court is different than the Canadian food court. Because like ours has poutine, which I'm assuming the American ones don't have. Ours has the hot dog, the pizza, um, fries, poutine, chicken strips and fries, um, ice cream, and cookies. Your Target enjoy. Oh, we don't have that either. Real feel 41 degrees. Oh no, Ricky. It's over. You just gotta accept your death. No, I hope you can stay cool. All the PSL type girls shop there, including you. um, We don't have that. You want poutine at your Costco? You gotta come to Canada. You had your own motivations and memories, and you were hopeless in your own dream. Maybe that says something about your mind. I don't know. You're this PSI girls. What are they tires? Oh no. You gotta when you meet a girl and you try to get her number, you gotta get her PSI first, okay? Don't when some people say they're like, "Oh, did you get your number? Did you get her number?" And they're like, "Yeah, it was 38." And you're like, "Oh, that's a bit low." Welcome inside. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? You're definitely a PSL girl. You are. You are. You gotta get like the you gotta get like the UGG boots and the what are the other like really basic things, you know? We have glizzies too, of course, of course. That's Costco's everywhere. Let me check your tire pressure. Can I get your socials? Exactly, exactly. Two at once. Maybe they'd appreciate you checking their tire pressure, you know? You're doing good with the topic. I want to join. We were talking about Costco, and then now we're talking about asking girls for their numbers and getting their tire pressure. I don't know why. Let's talking about PSLs, and then Angel read it as PSIs, which is like the tire pressure measurement. UGG boots, leggings. Oh, true, leggings. Yeah, you're right. Do you know the feeling where you're trying to remember stuff? That was me dreaming. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of times dreams are like very strange because like there's a lot of stuff happens in your dream where you're like, why would I do that? You know, like it's like very illogical, right? In your dream, they're just like that. If your tire pressure is uneven, don't even speak to me. But that's pretty normal for it to be uneven, no? I think mine is uneven. Me Joe's wants to get at Lila Clues, but I'm already a PSL enjoyer. She's trying to mold me into a PSL girl. That's you. What's a PSL? Pumpkin, yeah, pumpkin spice latte. That's Chikano's always bringing it up. Wait, when do they start with the pumpkin spice? Has they already started? I think it's September 1st, right? Where they start? I think it's already out. You can get your PSL. It's already started. Yeah, you gotta get one every day. Gotta get some UGG boots and leggings. And what do people do? Oh, they have like these days a very basic thing to get is like the Stanley Cup, the pink Stanley Cup. Are they already past that? Did they already move on? Is there something else now? I don't know. But I think that's the one. Usually the people in my dreams are just notions of characters or people. They're not usually managing stuff. They've evolved. They've evolved, and now they can manage you and like they can like remind you of stuff, you know? Who knows? Maybe your dreams have reached a new level. Yeah, you should go get one. You should. You should. I mean, it's been a while since I tried a PSL. You know, like I only had one when I was working there, which was like 5 years ago. You know, so maybe I would like it now. But I think it's too sweet. You know, I usually get half sweet drinks at a Starbucks. Yeah, the smooth interactions and conversations in your dreams. Oh, that's good. Your dream self is real cool. There's actually a Starbucks right by my house that I never go to. Where do you just go farther away for no reason? I haven't been to Starbucks in like a long time. I actually no, I think when I got my braces off, they gave me a Starbucks gift card. So I think I went to Starbucks after that. But they gave me like a $10 gift card. I was like, that buys like one drink. Like thanks. Thanks, orthodontist. I paid you like $7,000 and you give me a $10 gift card back. Thanks. She just indirectly called me a loser, Ira. Well, I didn't. Angel did. You could play the piano brilliantly in your dreams. Ooh. I mean, you could play the piano in real life. You just gotta learn. You love coffee in Starbucks, you just don't go there often as you like? I mean, I don't think Starbucks has that good of just plain coffee, you know? Like it's not the worst. It's nowhere it's nowhere on the level of like Tim Hortons coffee, okay? But like um it's also not the best. Like you can go to like a fancier coffee place and they have some really good coffee. But like for like the fancy drinks, it's great. You know, Starbucks is legally classified as a bank now. Why? Does Canadian Starbucks sell coffee? Yeah, what else would they sell, man? Um, so they're fighting where look, bro. When I worked at Starbucks, I got a pound of coffee every week. I've had a lot of Starbucks coffee and can confirm is not that good. Like in terms of like the pure coffee itself. You learned piano as a kid, can't play well now, can't remember. I heard that if you played when you were a kid, if you played like significantly if you're when you're a kid, even if it's been years, like even if it's been decades, you can pick it back up and get back to your level within a few months. But it depends how much you played as a kid. Because like the muscle memory is very, very strong when it comes to instruments. Would that be cash or credit? PSL? True. Something about their app or something is such a high GDP it has to be considered a bank? Oh, because so many people store money in the app? That's crazy. So is there like bank protection? You know, like there's a certain amount insured, right? That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess that makes sense because you can load money onto the app. Um, you just checked the Tim Hortons in Sydney. Damn, okay. But you know what an NS is? No. Nova Scotia? New. What would be very Australian? New. I don't know. Nintendo Switch. Could be. Could be. Need to expand your business to Starbucks level. You got this. You got this. New Zealand. That's actually good. That's actually good. Don't apologize. That was good. Speaking of that Mario Galaxy movie, yeah, I guess of course they're gonna make a sequel to the Mario movie. It's very popular. I still haven't seen the Mario movie, but I don't really feel strongly about seeing it. Like, I, I don't really care. um, yeah, it's I'm sure it will be great. I still am very. I think the live action Zelda movie will be really stupid. I'm standing by it. I think it's gonna be real stupid. You're missing out on the Mario movie. We'll see. We'll see. There's a Sydney in NS. It was in Canada after all. Oh, I see. I see. So there, you thought there was a Tim Hortons in Sydney, but Sydney, Nova Scotia. Checks out. So it was Nova Scotia. It's like there's like a London, Ontario. Live action's out on Street Fighter. Wait, they're making a Street Fighter movie? Ah, but live action sounds really stupid. Like the point of Street Fighter, like Street Fighter characters are very exaggerated looking, right? Like they're very, like that's the whole point, right? Like they don't look like real people, and that's on purpose. So like making it live action is so stupid. Even said George Street, which is the main street here. Damn, Nova Scotia just really wants to be Australia, huh? It's being filmed in Sydney, maybe at a harbor. Ooh, maybe Melbourne. Maybe, yeah. Some Australian Street Fighters. Maybe Miji should cosplay as Cammy. I don't know who that is. Or Chun-Li. I know Chun-Li. There's a lot of A-list actors. Wait, who's in it? Who's in it? I was looking at Halloween costumes. There's a couple Genshin ones that I was like, I could be open to doing this. And then aside from Genshin, I kind of forget now. kind of forget. I I saw a ton of K-pop Demon Hunters costumes. So I was like, surely everyone's gonna be dressed as K-pop Demon Hunters. And then can't remember. I literally had it up, but I don't know what I picked. Jason Momoa, 50, I almost said 15. 50 Cent, name a few. Damn, okay. That could either go good or bad. The live action Monster Hunter was insulting big time. That's usually how it goes. But these days, okay, for a while, they were getting really good about making video game adaptations, but then they went downhill again. We did a lot of major films in Sydney. Makes sense. Same with the Vancouver. You're missing work Monday. Why? Because of your phone? Have you thought about one particular Genshin? Which one? I was looking at, I think Wander would be fun. Paimon, obviously. And then is it Lolly? I don't know about anyone else. I don't like. Sorry, I think my camera's not focused. I don't like any of the other designs. The guy who's playing Akuma does not look like Akuma. Then maybe he has Akuma vibes. Uncharted was peak adaptation. Uncharted was such a boring movie. Come on. You can't log in with Authenticator app. Oh no. Yeah, it's like tied to the phone, right? You might. I don't know how you can fix it. Best anime/game movie adaptation is Ghost in the Shell. No bias. Sure, it's gonna. Paimon a laugh. I'll call you Paiju. Sure. I would love to be. I would love to be Paimon. But now they changed the VA, so now I'm sad. It was Focus. Miju was telling us to stop, just like that girl, right? Forgot her name. I liked it. I thought they were gonna get the treasure. No, like a donate. I shouldn't have brought it up. Should not have brought it up. And welcome in, Babo. Hope you're doing well today. Gudetama is a Ghost in the Shell enjoyer. Is that true, Gudetama? A Dragon Ball live action. That sounds awful. That sounds okay, any game where the characters just look too ridiculous to not be cartoons. Like, imagine a real person with Goku's hair, right? Like, it's like it's gonna look stupid, right? Like, I think a lot of the time, live action animes just look really, just like don't work. Like, they don't work because anime, the way they look and the way they dress is, and the way they talk is like very, like, it doesn't work in real life, right? Like, they're just talking, they talk like cartoon characters, right? Like, if you tried to make a live action SpongeBob where someone talks like SpongeBob, it like seems weird because a real person would never talk like that, right? So it's like it's basically the same thing. I swear his face didn't look like that until he started playing Genshin. I don't know. I think he's always looked like that. One Piece, Netflix made everything better. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do it right, but if you just make it straight up the same, I think it's not gonna work. Cause stuff that works in animation does not work in live action. Vancouver's list of films is not bad. Impressive. Yeah, it's because of the exchange rate. A lot of times they come up here to do the to film stuff because it's so much cheaper. So that's us. Come here, you get a discount. One Piece adaptation is pretty good. Hollywood wants to do some changes, and the creator of One Piece said no, he'll select the actors that he wants. Fair enough. Yeah, I think I heard One Piece did a good job, but I've never seen it or original One Piece. How I am doing good. How are you, Babo? I think I've seen like, I don't even know. I think I've seen like, there's like a there's like a Death Note movie. I think I've seen that. And then I was a big fan of the drama Liar Game, which is a manga originally. And it's like a bit ridiculous in live action, but it's like kind of good, but it's like so campy. Like it is like the characters in it are like manga characters, right? So they act very strangely. um, but it's good. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. Sydney is good for special effects and blockbusters. Ooh, special effects. Yeah, that makes sense. You're playing Among Us. Ooh, good luck. The Death Note movie is in your hood. No, not the one with the white people. There was a Japanese one. I've seen that one. I don't remember it at all. Um, there were some defenders, but people in general didn't love. Oh, you guys talk about Cowboy Bebop. Willem Dafoe as a Duke. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, that there was like a Netflix adaptation. Apparently, it wasn't good, right? The Tokyo Ghoul live action movie is pretty sick. I don't know anything about Tokyo Ghoul. um, but yeah, it's yeah. I feel like a lot of that's why I don't like a lot of like the live action remakes of stuff, because like animation is animation is very different than live action, right? Like when it comes to animation, you can exaggerate certain things. You can do stuff that humans cannot do, right? Like obviously. And like in animation, if it's done well, like every frame is like in live action, you take what the actors can do in that moment, right? But in animation, you could tweak everything down to the last detail. Free run live action starring Michu as the bridge troll. There is no troll. I thought I had it in the bag. Tokyo Ghoul is the best. You're missing out once again. I've been to like I was in Odaiba, and there was like a Tokyo Ghoul like attraction. And like I remember walking through like this random like hallway. It was like really poorly made actually. And then at the end there was like this guy like up on the ceiling. Like it was like the light shine on him, and then like he was supposed to like chase you or something. But it was like really lame. It was like so poorly done. But it must have been one of the characters, the Tokyo Ghoul characters. Or some guy in like a Timu version of the cosplay. What's your height so you could cast as free rent? Is she tall or short? You know what? They could. I don't think height is an issue when it comes to casting, right? Because like, if she's meant to be tall, you can just cast other people to be shorter than you. You know, she's short. I could do it. I could do it. Sign me up. No, I think I would. I would suck at acting. I think I could do. I think I could do. I think I could do voice acting. But could I do acting? I don't think so. Just imagine a really good guy who hurts nobody to becoming a demon from going through the. Imagine a really good guy who hurts nobody to becoming a demon from going through the. That sentence does not make sense. Just imagine a really good guy who hurts nobody to becoming. What? That wasn't Tokyo Ghoul. That's Akihabara Spirit. No, the Weeb Spirit. Kaneki is a spirit animal. I don't know who that is. You wouldn't suck at acting? You haven't seen me play Among Us, Travel. Speaking of Among Us, you've never seen me play. I'm terrible. Cosplay is free rent for Halloween Street. No, I cannot. Okay. I will not cosplay an anime character aside from Genshin. Because if I cosplay like Freerun or something, I think too many weebs would come in. I've also never seen Freerun, so that wouldn't really work out. I only just found out after chat kept making fun of me for saying Fryren that it's actually Freerun. What's the other one? Oh, it's One Piece. I would say Luffy, and everyone's like, it's not Luffy, it's Luffy. I'm like, whatever. Free reign is for weaves, right? Right. The movie dropped. So I hear. Ain't Ricky, you're reformed. Stay away. Stay away, or I will increase you to level 2. Yes, what was the other Halloween costume ideas I had? Um, I mean, what do you guys have any suggestions that aren't weeby? No weeb suggestions. What was the other game I was thinking about? I don't even remember. Oh, maybe like Arcane. It could be Arcane. It could be Caitlyn. That was the other one. And Caitlyn has a hat. And I was also considering cosplays that have a hat because I could add them to the hat redemption. So that's kind of fun, right? It's like 2 animes, and that's one of them. That's too many. Anyone who glazes Cloud that much and masters Breath of Wild combat as a level 2 in your book. Nah. Um, what's the other? Oh yeah, imagine he's like, it's prison school. It's like a level 3. Oh, JJK. Okay, fine. Fine. Can you imagine? The most obscure anime ever. Yeah. Instant level 4. Yeah. That would be crazy. I think the other idea was like, I think K-pop Demon Hunter would be fun. I think it would be more fun with 3 people though, so it could be like the team, you know. But I think it would be like a really common costume. Um, and I still haven't mastered singing Golden yet. I've been singing it in the car, but it's a tough song. It's a tough song. Me screaming in the car, going singing Golden. The people who stop beside me on like red lights are probably like, is she okay? There's that, and what else? Yeah, I think like I'll figure something out. I'll put up like a poll like I usually do. I think one with the hat would be fun. You know, I could keep the hat for later. You know, like I could imagine if I could cosplay like Gudetama. That'd be so cool, right? How would you cosplay Gudetama? I think it would be really curse looking. Cause like how would you look like that and be normal? You know? It'd be such. You know what? I shouldn't cosplay Gudetama. Angel would never stop. Angel would literally never stop. Maybe I could do like what's a K-pop cosplay though? Or just be like copying an iconic outfit. It'd be kind of weird. I don't know. I don't think I like the idea of a K-pop like K-pop Demon Hunters. Yes, because it's like a character. But like K-pop, I don't know. So waiting on the block of cheese cosplay, you first. You first. Um, but yeah, it's and then there was also like yeah, some Genshin boy characters would be fun, I think. Like I think I was like considering Wanderer. And Wanderer has a big hat. That'd be a sick hat redemption. His hat is like this big. That'd be pretty cool. Or you know, I did Tifa last year. I could do Aerith this year. I'm not gonna do the other girl. Forgot her name. She has a weird name, right? Her name is like Yummy or something. It's not Yummy. I made that up. But you know what I mean, right? Yuffie. Is it actually Yuffie? Yummy. You know, my favorite Final Fantasy character, Cloud and Yummy. It's not that strange of a name. Spelled Yuffie. Oh, it's Yuffie spelled Yuff. Are you serious? Is it actually pronounced Yuffie? Why did they write it like that? First Luffy and now this? Someone needs to cosplay Cloud cosplaying a girl. Oh, that'd be so good. Ricky should do that. I mean, Ricky is the cloud guy, you know? That'd be so funny. I'm sure it's been done. Yeah, it's gotta have been done. Maybe I could be Sephiroth. Do you guys think I could pull off Sephiroth? Or Ganondorf. I'd be a sick Ganondorf. And I'll practice smiling like Ganondorf, you know? No one can pull off Sephiroth unless you're edgelord like me. Watch me. Or I could be you know, yeah, that could be me. That could be me. Hmm. Oh, I'll have to consider all my options, okay? That way you're growing your hair back out to dye it white, yeah. I'm going full Sephiroth. In real life as well. Like, I'm gonna dye my hair, I'm gonna change my whole outfit. Husbando? I'd be a great husbando, okay? Like, I could do it. Maybe, yeah, maybe Sephiroth or, I saw a lot of Love in Deep Space cosplays. I was like, that's crazy. Love in Deep Space cosplay. I never played it, so I don't think it would work, but. Need to do boycott? Yeah, I was thinking Wanderer from Genshin. I'll get a picture. Look up Wanderer from Genshin. He's like a little edgy boy. And I think that'd be fun. But would I be able to pull off a bowl cut? Don't know. Don't know. Was AFK. I'm not doing that clock. Come on, Ricky. It would be so fun. Okay, fine. Fine. The cloud looks so pretty. Yeah, if I was gonna cosplay a boy character, I think it'd be that one. He's cool. Yeah, and the hat will be a great redeem, right? I could have that hat. You guys could redeem that after the fact. And his shorts are sick. That's me, an edgy little boy. He's actually not a little boy. He's like he has like um he has a whole thing. He was very evil, but then they wiped his memory. And now he's like not that evil, but he was kind. He's still a little bit of a jerk. Usually boys like that in anime have a super deep voice. His voice is like normal, but he is voiced by a man. A lot of the short male characters are voiced by women, but his character is voiced by a man, and he has kind of like an edgy shonen voice. And then I was watching a video of the voice actor, and the voice actor is like this like really buff guy. like his character in the game is like edgy little boy, okay? But then like the voice actor was like such a large like not he's not that old. He was like probably like 30. But I was like I was like that's crazy. And he pulls off like this like if you listen to his voice, you'll hear it's very much like it's like a how can I compare it to like an anime character? It's like um who's like that? Who's like I'm trying to think of like a game character. Um, I don't even know. Like he's very much like young but like edgy. But like it's kind of like in a almost a childish way. Best redeemable hat that would be it would. Um, I think like I think like yeah, like picking a cosplay where I could use the hat for the hat redeems is good because like a lot of times I wear a cosplay and it's like it's you can't I can't wear it like I'll just wear it like once, maybe twice, you know. But like a lot of times cosplays are fairly expensive, um, and so it's like yeah, it can be kind of Also, I never now I realized I never added Farina's hat to the cosplays. Like her hat is here. I never added her hat to the list of hats. Probably should do that. Not I don't even know if it would be. I think people like the Hu Tao hat anyway, though. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's a. I think being able to use the hat again is at least a consolation prize. But usually with the Wanderer cosplays, they sell the hat separately, and the hat is like $60. I'm like, that's a ridiculous price for a hat. Like, can you sell the whole? Like usually cosplays are like what, $150, that kind of range. But then you have to buy the wig, you have to buy the hat, and then sometimes I just buy the shoes because I'm like, why not? So then like, but then his cosplay, you sell the hat separately, and it's usually quite expensive that they sell it for. Which I guess it makes sense because it's like really big, but at the same time, it makes the cosplay quite expensive, which is kind of like a lot for a Halloween costume. But I guess it is kind of cool. I did want to cosplay a boy. And I want to see what it looked like with the bowl cut. Miju bowl cut. I think I would look so cool, you know? So that could work. I'll take a look through the cosplays and see what's available and then decide from there. I don't know if I'll do a poll. I don't know if I'll do a poll or if I'll just choose on my own. But I'll see. I'll see. I think I have a couple of solid options for sure. You look like a PSL enjoyer. What? Do PSL enjoyers have bowl cuts? That could be me. I'll just practice being really, really edgy and small. What do you think about a redeemable mask? I don't know. It depends on the mask. Like, if it does it cover my whole face? I think that'd be strange. And it would be like, it would muffle my voice as well. What other boys would you consider? I don't know. I guess Link could be fun. Or like some Pokemon, like a Pokemon character, like Leon would be great if I could find Leon. I would absolutely do Leon. Or like or like a lot of the Genshin guys, I think would be fun. But you don't, yeah, there's not a Genshin guy. Who else? Link could be fun. I'm not even joking about Sephiroth though. That'd be kind of funny. Miju Sephiroth. Miju the Gerudo King. That could be me. Need that Ganondorf mask. I don't even know how I'd pull off Ganondorf. Like, I don't even know. It would be so much work. A dial. No, that's fake. Actually, Totodile. A dial. No, I don't think it's like that. Miju Riju. Oh, I could finally make it happen. The Miju Riju. That would be good. You seen Hornet designs where she wears the mask at the top side hat? Oh, okay. Wouldn't a Hornet cosplay be really easy? You just get the mask and then you just cover yourself in like a blanket. You just get like a red blanket, right? That's Hornet. Adal is a Roman thing. Let's go. I knew it. Get a Thunder Hound. That'd be sick. And walk him and run. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could. Oh, I could be Riju. It would work. Riju. But then I have to dig that back up again, you know? Isn't Adal a singer? Don't know. Has to be too big for your head. Oh, yeah, canonically. It canonically has to be correct. I don't know if we can find a Riju cosplay these days. Is she even in... She is in Tears of the Kingdom, right? Is she... Who's the... Yeah, she is the Gerudo Sage, right? Yeah. I can't even remember now. Literally cannot remember. I could cosplay Zelda again, but be Dragon Zelda. I could just be a dragon. Lots of options. There's so many options. It's like your height in Breath of the Wild and you're taller and Jersey. Oh no, I'm too short to be Riju now. She grows up so fast. How am I doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, well, we're just discussing Halloween costumes, trying to figure some stuff out. But we'll see. We'll see. I think I need to post the poll quickly though because it's almost I mean it's not almost Halloween, but like cosplays take a while to ship. Usually they come from China, so it's it takes it can take like a month or so, you know, and I don't want to cut it too close. You got one by one. Yeah, but the shipping on these things are so slow. And like who you never know. Canada Post might strike again. And then it'll be a disaster. So yeah, I might have to get last time I had to get like express shipping and it was like kind of expensive, so I don't really want to do that. They can take forever. Sometimes they take like 2 weeks just to ship it. And I'm like, it takes forever. So I gotta I think maybe I'll post a poll like today or tomorrow. Once I figure out how long it will take. Even Japan shipping is fast, like a couple of days. I mean, when you get like Chinese shipping, it like sits there for so long, you know. So it's just like, it's like like it's like trying to leave or something. It's like it just takes forever. Don't know what's going on with that. But Japan's just so efficient, so I think they're just fast with it. Like even within Japan, like they never miss the delivery day. You know, it's always like exactly on time. But it's actually really tough apparently because the delivery drivers have to drive like all night. Like bullet trains. Let that answer your question. I love Shinkansen. That's crazy. Yeah, it's I gotta go to Pilates soon. Gotta run out. Yeah, okay, someone asked, and they're like, "Oh, what type of Asian are you?" You're like, Shinkansen. But yeah, it's it kind of what am I trying to say? Anyway, I'll post a poll this weekend. I'll post a poll this weekend. Probably today or tomorrow, and you guys can vote. I think yeah, we're gonna go for like a couple Genshin options, and then I'll actually look at the Sephiroth cosplay. Now I'm kind of curious, but I can't remember what Sephiroth looks like. Definitely a boy. I think yeah, we got to go for that. But yeah, I'm gonna head out to Pilates now. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific as usual. Join the Discord if you want to vote on my Halloween costume. And yeah, if I don't see you, take care. And I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Bye, everyone.